IMTS 2018 caters to manufacturing businesses of all shapes, sizes, and specialties. And one of the key areas that we find here at the show is focused on education and research. I'm sitting here with Adrian Allen, who is the Executive Director of the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center, to find out about what are some opportunities for you. So Adrian, what is the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center?
Well, Emily, the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center, the AMRC with Boeing, is a facility in Sheffield, UK, dedicated, devoted to developing new tools, techniques, technologies to advance manufacturing in the UK. You might ask, why am I over here in the USA promoting something like that? Well, we'll chat a little bit later about the work we're doing here in the USA to further the mission here for the good of your viewers and all the people here at the show.
Well, why was it important to establish the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center back in 2001?
Well, myself and my colleague Professor Ridgway, we, like many people, had seen what was happening in our nation, the demise of manufacturing, and we, being passionate about manufacturing and the wealth and good feeling that a healthy industrial base creates, we decided to create a center that would be a catalyst to attract inward investment, to attract a generation of engineers back into this important sector. And so we started out with just 8 of us in a little temporary accommodation, and 13 years on we now have 650 staff, of which 400 are masters and PhDs. And I'm proud to say we also have an academy bolted onto that has now 1,250 16 to 19-year-olds all getting taught manufacturing apprenticeships.
So substantial growth within the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center. How has your research grown or changed or evolved through the years?
It's a great question. These days, things are ever evolving. Gone are the days where we've got the Model T Ford lasts for 20 years unchanged. I think we're seeing certain products now with a 20-day shelf horizon. So companies and manufacturing companies have to find ways of being literally flexible, being able to reconfigure, redesign, revalidate, and a lot of our research focuses on that, new ways and means of being able to make new products quicker, cheaper, greener, safer.
Well, and Adrian said quicker, which is one of the key themes here at IMTS 2008. It's all about speed. So how does the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center help companies overcome manufacturing problems or challenges?
Well, when we started out, a large focus of our activity was on the aerospace industry. And within that, in the UK, working with some very big companies. But we have an obligation, because we're backed by our government, amongst other partners, to help smaller to medium enterprises out there. And they face some very stiff challenges these days. Make no bones about it. There's stringent targets out there, both economical, environmental targets out there. And I'm pleased to say that over the last certainly 5 or 6 years, we've got living proof and can testify how we've brought billions in to businesses in our locality, into our partnership, basically by putting the research and the networks that we've gained into practice.
Well, talk to us about your model for collaborative research.
Okay, we set out with what we then thought, and I think still is, a unique model for getting academia to work with government, to work with industry in a win-win situation. I think a key to that was to have a very simple vision, and the vision was simply wealth for all. Wealth, however defined. For a government, wealth might be a good news story. I know it sounds crazy, but telling the good work that they've done. For industry, it's about good super profits. Whether you're big or small, we have to, vulgar as it might sound, deliver profitable solutions to them. But if you look at the wider scale and the people in a locality like where we built up, wealth for a youngster in that area might not even be a job, it might be the hope of a job. Because we were talking, Sheffield at the time was pretty deprived and had high unemployment, but just through our efforts alone on the park, the area where we built our centres, there's got to be 4,000 well-paid jobs on there now.
So wonderful. So even more growth within the job community for individuals, not just for companies. Now, Boeing, they're one of your industrial members. What is an industrial member? What does that mean?
Industrial members are companies that come into our partnership. We have over 200 industrial members who pay a fee to be part of our community. In return for that fee, we undertake research projects for them, so we basically give them their funds back, but in the form of research. So they have a say in the scope and content of the research we undertake, and pleased to say it's ever growing, the membership within there, and it truly is a global membership. It's not just with local firms, UK firms. We have partners from around the world. But this success, if you call it that, of what we've achieved was cited by our Prime Minister a couple of years ago as what he calls the Boeing effect. And it started really and captured the imagination by a great American company believing in the work that Keith and I and the research we were doing, and allowing us to use their name to back and support the research initiative and the growth.
Well, what types of research is the American Research, Manufacturing Research Center and Boeing currently working on?
Gosh, the list is truly almost endless. You see the themes here at the show, the drive towards additive and you know, all the new technologies, Industry 4, the digital age, etc. So all of that's in there. I think we're currently within our 6,500 staff and probably about 2,500 industrial partners who are actively working in there at any one time. I suppose we've got about 700 or 800 projects on the go, ranging from how do we make a single one-piece double diaphragm monocoque for a Formula One sports car, right through to how can we help a local company make his little handmade tuning forks better. You know, so there's a full spectrum of stuff going on in there.
Well, how does this research help companies of any shape or size or specialty remain competitive in the field?
Well, to remain competitive, fundamentally, we have to look at what the customer wants, and the customer is wanting more for less. Now, you can carry on the same ways you've done everything, get your relationship, but everything in life changes. Nothing stays the same. So, you know, we encourage companies to look at new ways to do what they're doing. And that is, as I say, new tools, techniques, technology. You see a plethora of those on display here at IMTS. And, you know, I would encourage more and more young firms and smaller firms to come here to see it. But I think that's the key. There are new ways out there, new technologies that can help you be and remain competitive.
Now, we talked about how Boeing is a member company. If there's anyone out there that wants to find out more information on how to become a member company, where should they turn?
Well, our website is simply amrc.co.uk. Membership details are on there. We're promoting ourselves through AMT as well here, the American Manufacturing Technologies. We've worked very closely with those over the years. We've hosted conferences here over the last 4 IMTSs, brought in international companies to speak and pass on. So really via the website, I think, is the best way to go about it.
Now, we talked about all shapes, sizes, and specialties. If a business out there is not capable of becoming a member, are they still available to benefit from this research? How so?
Undoubtedly. Our research is published anyway. We hold regular seminars for our locality. We can go online and we do what we call manufacturing forums ourselves, where we share that message out. And the good thing there, the members who are helping us with their technologies, they get a promotion on that. And yeah, so you can access in that way, but equally you can walk through our door, to be perfectly honest, and that's good in England, that's good in our locality, but I think what we're seeing here is our success has captured the imagination in America, and there are a number of states, one in particular, that are looking to follow our model because they, like us, believe in having a healthy industrial base and research being the key to having a competitive manufacturing community.
Well, here at IMTS 2018, many records are being broken and many special announcements are being made. And Adrian, I understand that you have a special announcement as well.
Yeah, it's with a huge amount of pride. I'm going to announce the official launch of AMRC style Research Innovation Center in Portland, Oregon. And I'm joined today with my good friend Craig Campbell, who's the Executive Director there. Tell us about the Apprentices and your research center.
Thank you, Adrian. And of course, there's no better place than IMTS for us to come and meet with a variety of new partners for OMIC. But what we're excited about, we're based on the AMRC model. They proved that model. Boeing has replicated that 15 times. We're the first one in the United States. And one of the things, in addition to the research and development that we're doing, that's been done at AMRC, is developing a training center for apprentices, because we all know that the skills gap is out there. We can talk about it all day long, but until we do something about it, we're not going to fill that. So that training center is going to be working with our high schools to make sure that we have industry participation in setting certifications through the CTE programs in our high schools, and then lead right into those programs at the center itself to provide our industry partners with the skilled employees that they need. And we're also partnering with 3 of our universities in Oregon so that we can move those beyond for the bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs that we need for advanced manufacturing. And we're very excited about starting that up and getting going.
And we're very excited about all of the special announcements that are happening here at IMTS 2018, as well as the opportunity to sit down with Adrian Allen, the Executive Director of the Advanced Manufacturing Research Center, and Craig Campbell, who is the Executive Director of the Oregon Manufacturing Innovation Center.